Hello, this is Chris Menard. Let's discuss getting started with pivot tables. I have Excel open. Row number 1 contains my header row that's in bold. I have a total of 35 customers. It stops in row 36. Click one time inside your data. Go to the Insert tab, Pivot Table. It picks up your entire data range. It's going to put it in a new worksheet. Click on OK. A new worksheet's created. Your header row shows up over here on the right hand side. I want to check state and I want to check invoice amount. I just figured out what's the total invoice amount for each state. I'm also going to check household type. It puts it below each state. If you notice, California has 8,023, but it's showing it above couple, family, and single. So I'm going to simply Pivot Table Tools. I have two tabs, Options and Design. I'm going to go to the Design tab. I'm going to select Subtotals, and I'm going to show the subtotals at the bottom of the group. That looks a little bit easier to read, just a matter of preference. If you want to put in a blank row between your groups, blank row. So now I have a blank row between the groups. I'm going to turn that off. I'm also going to add advertising source. I can either drag and drop it. I could have also checked it. So now we have California, couple, and this is how they found out about us, magazine, radio, and yellow pages. They call it a pivot table because I'm going to simply drag my field and move it over to the column labels. And now I have it running across the screen. So it's a little easier to read possibly. You have grand totals in column G, grand totals in row number 42, Pivot Table Tools Design, grand totals. You can turn them off if you don't want to see grand totals. If your field list disappears, just simply click back inside your pivot table, Pivot Table Tools Design, grand totals. I'm going to just turn them on. Now they show for the row over in column G, but I'm leaving for both. You can also change the pivot table styles right here. Live preview works, just mouse over, hit the arrow right here for more. A lot of different styles in here. Another feature that I like is by default it's showing me California, then couple, family, and single, but this is all in column A. So I'm going to go back to report layout, and I'm going to go back to the old Excel 2003. It's called show in outline form. Watch what happens to couple, family, and single. It is now over in column B. Sometimes that's a little bit easier to use, easier to see. Undo, put it back the way it was. So there's a quick overview of just getting started with pivot tables and how you can summarize data. If you need to lose a field, very simple. I'm going to pull household type, drop it, advertising source, drop it. Right now I'm back to just summing up the states. If you don't want to sum, you want to average or max. I'm in cell B3, double click. Change it to the word average. Double click again. I could pick max, min. I'm going to go back to sum. Thank you for your time.